Hey chili heads, this is Mike from Wicked Cactus Sauce. And I'm coming to you from my backyard to give you a little insight into my love for fiery foods. You can see all the peppers growing behind me. All these were started from seed from refiningfirechilies.com. And we're going to be using some of these peppers in our cooking demonstration today. Specifically, the 7 Pot Douglah. This incredibly hot pepper has great flavor, and we're going to use it in a maple mustard glazed pork chop. Let's pick one and get cooking. All right, so here we are at my 7 Pot Douglahs. Let's see if we can find one that's ripe and ready to go. There we are. This will be more than enough to spice up the pork chops that we're going to be cooking today. Anytime when I cook pork chops, I love the pork loin chop. It's a solid piece of muscle. It's going to cook through evenly, and we're going to get a lot of great flavor from our charcoal and hickory fire. We're going to season up simply with salt and pepper because we're going to let the maple glaze really do its thing and add the flavor to the meat. For our glaze, we're going to use dry mustard, maple syrup, a little bit of thyme, and of course, our 7 Pot Douglah pepper. So, I've got the charcoal going. Let's get our glaze mixed up. Now for our maple mustard glaze, I've already gone ahead and pre-measured 1/2 cup of dry mustard. Add that into our blender. And I have about 1/2 cup of cold water here. Now you may or may not need a whole 1/2 cup, so I'm just going to start out here and pour in a little bit. Let me get my lid on and get this started mixing. Got a fairly good consistency in there, but we're going to start adding in our maple mustard glaze, or our maple syrup for our mustard glaze, a little bit of that thyme, and of course, who could forget this bad boy, the 7 Pot pepper. So we'll get him in there. We'll get a pinch or two of thyme, a little pinch of salt, and we'll start adding a little bit of this mustard, or sorry, maple syrup. Give it a quick taste. It's spicy. I think it needs a dash more of our maple syrup. Another quick mix. And we should be good to go. For my fire, what I like to do is put my grate at the very lowest it can go. Add to that just a couple of pieces of hickory. And then a full chimney of charcoals. So our grill is heated up. Started to smoke from that hickory. Just taking a little bit of peanut oil on a napkin, rubbing down the grates. Help prevent our pork from sticking to those hot grill grates. So it's been about 8 minutes. And these are looking great. I'm going to go ahead and flip them and rotate them on the grill, and then start with that first bit of glaze. I've gone ahead and reserved about half of the maple mustard glaze that we've made. I'm just going to drizzle a little bit on to each pork chop. And then wipe them down with my brush. Alright, it's been about 8 more minutes. I'll give these another flip. And we will glaze up the other side. Alright, so these have been on for about 20-25 minutes or so. And they are looking great. I'm going to test the temperature. I'm looking for an internal temperature of 145 degrees. Get my probe thermometer here. Oh, overshot it a little bit, but that'll work. Let these rest for a few moments, and we'll be good to eat. So there we have it, our maple mustard glazed pork chop featuring the 7-pot Douglah pepper. To get any of the peppers featured in these videos, be sure to visit refiningfirechilies.com. And to get any of the recipes, be sure to visit the Wicked Cactus Sauce Facebook page. So, for Mike from Wicked Cactus Sauce and Jim Duffy from Refining Fire Chilies, cheers.